Hello everyone, and welcome to the new season of FZR Racing League. It is now round one, starting off at Austria. Alex, would you like to take us through the track map?
Oh my god, I love Austria. It's start of a new season, whole new grid. You won't even recognise it on. There's only a few people like Striker Bar 10 plus, you know the drill. But yeah, we've got a full new grid. It's big season. We've got prize pool, got everything in. It's scenes in FZR, and let's get underway then. So into turn one, everyone knows this track. It's pretty easy. Well, not in the F1 game. Well, it's not really that easy to be honest, but it's simple. There's not many corners. Pretty short track. Turn one, pretty harsh on the curbs. When you go past it, you've just got to get your foot down straight away. DRS wide open. Up to turn 2 and turn 3. And turn 3, it's my least favourite on this track. I hate turn 3. It's very tight. The rears can go a lot on the exit of turn 3. The curb's pretty harsh on the apex. You don't want to be hitting that anytime soon. Now into turn 4 and turn 5. Turn 4 is pretty tricky, to be fair. I kind of like it. We see a lot of overtaking in real life. Alex Albon, Lewis Hamilton, you know what happened there. But then after that, into turn 6 and turn 7, they're my favourite corners. Actually, very fast on the curb. You can get on it nicely. Just don't hit the inside of turn going into turn 8. Otherwise, you'll find it very tricky. Then turn 9 and turn 10, finish out your lap very smoothly. And across the line, and that is a lap around Austria. And I think cars are getting out on track. So, yeah. Let's go on with it. There's Damser Power, and I think is our first car out. Oh, am I wrong? I think it's Andre, actually. My bad. Her new driver. His debut. But I'm not sure if the stream's working, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'll just check for you. But here we go. I'm buzzing to get underway today. I've been waiting for this for quite a long time, and the prize pool, obviously, if we get 15 or more drives in at every race, apart from like 2, I think we're allowed. But yeah, it should hopefully go well. You see, we've got, I mean, it's pretty tough track. Overtaking is quite common here. So you've just got to get on with it. Don't make any collisions. I know it's tricky in some parts of this track, but overall it should run smoothly, as I think Andre is setting the lap time. First out, Andre, show us what you've got. Let's see some speed, let's see some power, and let's get on with it. Qualifying for Season 5 is officially underway. Season 5 is here, and I am all eyes for it, and I'm excited to see who can challenge the reigning champion 10 Plus. I mean, we saw 10 Plus, he was absolutely dominant last time out. He was consistently at the front. There was only one real race where he made a mistake, and that was in Mexico. And Andre gets across the line for the first lap time of Season 5. It's a 106.3. Good banker lap from Andre. Let's see if anyone can beat it. Down to Owen was a mistake, 107.5. And I think a few more are behind, like Mercedes. A 104.9 from Phoenix. Go on, Phoenix. New driver. Anyone can beat that? Johnny, 3/10 behind. Very close at the front. Anyone else willing to set a lap behind? Is that? I think they're on an out lap. As Lewis Piper is also on out, but I don't want inters. I think they're just testing out wheel, like we see them do. As here we go with Striker Boy, the first pass, the first of the Constructors Champions from last season. Striker Boy, let's see what you've got. 16.3, a purple sector 1, must have a good straight line speed, good exit out of turn 1. Now, here we go, these are the critical corners, especially in this next one coming up. Let's see what Striker Boy can do. Now, into turn 4. Gets on the power nicely, actually. Doesn't go that far wide. Pretty decent exit. I think this is mainly the banker lap for all the drivers to get warmed up in qualifying this week. On the curb, nicely does it into turn 7 and turn 8. On the curb nicely, as we are seeing Striker Boy set some good sector times into the final 2 corners. Didn't hit the apex I do like, but is onto the curb nicely into the final corner. DRS wide open. Striker Boy puts it in P3. It's not a bad banker lap time. I think starting in the top 3 here would be, I mean, you'd give yourself a huge chance to win today, as I think Seth Martinot is also about to set a lap time as he sits. So 106.1, puts himself in P4. And
Johnny
yeah,
purple sector 1.
Johnny by 7,000th of a tenth. Of a second even, not a tenth. Come on, Johnny, let's see what you've got. I think the second lap on these tyres, I could be wrong. And if they've quickly pitted, which I can't imagine they have done. Now into turn 8. Ooh, and that's a big twitch on the wheel there. It's unlucky for Johnny. We did see set some purple sectors there. Got unlucky there, but we should see more from them. We've still got quite a long time to go in these sessions. As who's doing it lap? There's too many people to focus on. We're not used to this, obviously, with especially from last season, as I think Legend is on a lap. Let's follow Legend. Legend is new to this league in particular. I've seen them race before. They've been very good, very speedy. Now, on exit, not taking curb. I don't think anyone takes curbs. I think it's only me. That's why I'm not racing anymore. Into turn 6 and turn 7. On the curb. Entries quite nice, actually. I respect that. On the curb nicely as well. Legend is on a decent lap here from what I'm seeing. I could be very wrong, but Legend very nicely hitting the apex. On the curb nicely. Turns in at the perfect time. On exit nicely as well. DRS wide open. Can Legend stick it on provisional pole? Not quite. Gets P3. It's a Ferrari engine, 1-2-3. Legend, very close. It's gonna be close, this race. Just look at the top 4. They are mad quick. This is actually top 5. Striker Boy's in there, not too far behind. This is gonna get very close. We've only seen half of the grid pretty much set a lap time. As I think Jamal is about to set a lap time. Let me just follow on with Jamal. Jamal sets it in P3 as well. This is outrageous for all these drivers. This top 4 is ever so close. As Med 3042, as you can see by the nickname, we'll just call him Med. Stuck is in P2 and on a lap now. They have dived into the pit. That's a bit dangerous, but we'll just pretend that we didn't see that. But that was very dangerous. As Templos, the reigning champion. Come on, Templos. What can you do? Can you stick it on pole?
No.
Oh, I've just disconnected. I'm going to have to join back in a second. That's a pain. I'll just have to follow on from what I'm seeing on Ben's screen. As Tez setting decent sector times. Can he stick it in the top 5? I mean, it's ever so close. I think it's anyone's game, really, to stick it in the top 5. I mean, are they going into the pits? As they are diving into the pit lane. I didn't know Tempos wasn't on a lap. I didn't see because I disconnected, so sorry about that. As we are seeing Kuro, who did very impressive pre-season testing. Obviously, didn't see it, but yeah, Kuro was actually pretty impressive. I think it was pre-season testing 2 in Bahrain. They did a very good job. But yeah. As I think that is the hassle of Striker Boy. As I think we had a couple of disconnecting issues there, as I've been invited back. Hopefully I can get back in as soon as possible. But Ben, who do you think is going to be the surprising driver today?
Well, Phoenix looking strong on provisional pole at the moment. I think it's going to be very, very close to the top 3 or top 5 even. Have 10 plus win again. But Lewis Piper sets the fastest in the lap so far by 5 tenths, so it's going to be interesting with a few people on the first race. So
5 tenths. That's wow, that's mad impressive. That is, yeah, that I'm proper shocked. That lap 5 tenths is the gap now.
purple sector 2 from Striker Boy.
Go on, Striker Boy, show the Haas boys how it's done.
Alex going to look like 10 plus.
Yeah, I'm back in. I'm just loading back in now. So guys.
Oh,
Oh, Striker Boy, Striker Boy, Striker Boy. Unlucky. Right, everyone should be back in. Sorry about that, guys. It's just what you have to deal with in this game. It's a lot more hectic, especially than last game. As I'm pretty sure we are on board with Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix, we need to see challenge a bit more here. They've held things on pole for quite a long time. Lewis Piper, obviously, with phenomenal lap. That is outrageous, really. A 104.4, that's a huge gap to P2. But obviously, from P2 backwards, it's mega close between all the drivers. And it's anyone's game now to challenge Lewis Piper. Let's see how close they can get. As Phoenix about to set a lap time. A 104. Whoa! Where did that come from? A 104.5. That is mega. His bank lap was a 104.9. Phoenix versus Lewis Piper. Wow, that is whoa. That is very close between the front two drivers. This is going to get close. The final laps is going to be critical for all these drivers. As we see Med has just finished Sector 1 and going into the middle of Sector 2. Med, can you whip out something special to challenge the front runners? Jamal set a 104.8. This is getting close. 8,000th of a second up on his time is Med. Med Come on. Hopefully he made a mistake sector 3, so you gave him loads of time to challenge the front runners. But nice on the curb, doesn't invalidate his lap perfectly. Places that car, the Alfa Romeo. It's going to go across the line. Ooh. It only improves, but very, very slightly. This is anyone's game now. This is, wow, I'm absolutely shocked at this. And how close everyone is. I mean, the driving standard has been phenomenal so far. Hopefully we'll see a similar driving standard in the race, obviously. But this is going to get close between all the drivers. As I am just inviting people, so I don't know what's going on. Is that a new fastest lap? Or it's just someone being disqualified for blocking the pit lane. I think we've had a bit of an issue there. I don't know if it was waiting for someone to finish the lap, or that is. I don't know who that was, because I was invited. Seth Martin. Oh, it's unlucky. I think it might be just a game error. There's Men's in the pits, and Tez. I don't know if you remember Tez. I don't know if he streamed while Tez was in the league, but he's just joined back recently. He's now on PC. Sets a purple sector 2. Tez, let's see what you can do to challenge the top 5, the big 5 at the moment. Jamal Phoenix, Lewis Piper, all very close together. Then back from that's even closer. As Tez crosses the line, it's a 105.7, 105.7, 105.3, and it's not going to be good enough to improve on his previous lap time. Yeah, I've heard. There's
7+1, purple sector 2.
Come on, 10 plus. Reigning champion is in 10th so far. If he even gains a 10th, that is probably up to about P5, P6 area. 10 plus rounds out the final corner. 10 plus is going to get DRS wide open. 10 plus, the reigning champion across the line. 105.2, sticks it in P5. That's not bad for the Haas car. P5, it can challenge the top 3. As Kick Spy in the Mercedes has just set a 105.0. That's interesting. He's going to be challenging. Oh, and he spins in sector 1. As Tez is in the pit lane, so is Kerwell. And I think Andre's the only one on our lap. I could be wrong. There's Andre, rounds out the final corner. Setting those seconds and going up across the line. Andre a 105.4. This is close. This is so close. It's, well, from P6 has got a 105.2. P12 has got a 105.4. That's 2 tenths. 6 drivers. 2 tenths margin. That's massive. That is huge from all these drivers. 2 tenths the gap between 6 drivers. That is phenomenal. This is why I did Austria first, because it just shows the true performance and how close these drivers are. As hopefully we see Lucas Giles and Dan Sparran, and hopefully the let me just see. I need to invite someone else. The Red Bull has disconnected as well, which is unlucky. I really hoped to see their performance as well, which is a shame. I think hopefully we'll get back in by the end of qualifying to get a lap in. I could be wrong though. 2 minutes 22. It's going to be close.
Johnny, purple sector 1.
Johnny. I mean, oh, it's so close. If Johnny gains about 2-3 tenths, he could be in P4, could be in P3. You never know where Johnny could place that Mercedes. But Johnny, come on, let's see a phenomenal lap. I am trusting Johnny to pull out some heroics. Come on, Johnny. 1/10 gain, that is going to, at the moment, if he gains that by the end, that's going to put him in P6 very comfortably. If he gains any more of that, he's in the top 5. So, come on, Johnny. Rounds out the final corner, on the curb nicely. DRS wide open. Oh, he's invalidated. He's invalidated lap time. He did a 105.3, which wasn't good enough anyway, but that's sour for Johnny. As think everyone's on their last laps now. I think sadly we're not going to be able to see the driver in P6 16 set a lap time. P15 even. As Kick Spy is in sector 3, about to finish probably their final lap of qualifying, and they have slowed down, and I think they're pitting, which means that is their final lap time of the day. P4, if no one improves as it stands, as I think that is the driver of Phoenix on that out lap, about to set their final lap time of the first ever qualifying session. Can Phoenix gain a 10th or even, I mean, it's going to get close. Rounds out first corner, probably the most challenging on the track, depends on people's preference, but past turn 2 into turn 3, he's gained 600th of a second in the first sector. That is a purple sector. DRS wide open going into turn 4. Phoenix, we need to see everything from you. You need to pull out a perfect lap time to beat Lewis Piper. Now, rounding out turn 4 into turn 5. Ooh, it's just so clean from these drivers. Phoenix, can he stick it on pole in the final moments of qualifying? Past turn 6 into turn 7. Nicely does it. He's got a purple sector 2. He's gained a 10th. Needs to gain just slightly more than that in sector 3. Every little 10th he can get out of his car, he's got to get it. Phoenix rounds out the final 2 corners. Can Phoenix stick it on Visional pole, or even just pole, because I don't know if anyone else on the lap. DRS wide open in his first ever debut. He can't do it. He's lost it in sector 3. That is painful to watch, as Lewis Piper has got it anyways. 104.3 on his debut. 104.3. Lewis Piper has got pole position in his first ever race, as we have seen Tempos get into P4. The reigning champion has just got it in his final lap time, as Kerwo and Tez is setting lap times, and they are battling out for 10th, I think, as Kerwo rounds out the final corner, sticks it in P3. Kerwo, that's a mega final lap. He's pulled that out of absolutely nowhere. He was in P11, he's now gone up to P3. Kerwo is on the second row. What a lap from Kerwo, just to stick it in P3 on his final lap of the first qualifying session. Wow, what a phenomenal qualifying session. I can't believe that. That was incredible. Look how close that is. From about 5th to about 10th. That is, wow, that is close between all the drivers. Oh, wow. 1 second between 1st and 12th. That's not bad at all. Same we've seen what we've seen last season as well. This is getting interesting. Obviously, we saw some drivers disconnect, which unfortunately meant they didn't set lap times. But yeah, this is, wow.
Very close. Lewis Piper showing us what he can do in his first qualifying session and first race. Rest of that, let's see what he can put together. See if he can keep the pole position and turn it into a win.
It's going to be close between all these drivers today. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what Heroics are going to say as, why am I in a car? I don't know why that is. That is annoying. Just have to quickly leave and join back. For some reason, I don't know if it's just for me, but I go on the FZR Racing on Twitch and it's just blank. I'm not sure if it's just for me.
I think it's on mobile.
Alright. I need an invite. Someone could give me one. Gracias.
Here we go then, formation lap.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm gonna have to go back in and just retire, I think. Ah, that's annoying. So bad, guys. As this is
on the hards, Phoenix on the hards, Kerwo on the hard, Jamal on the hards, and Tempos on the hards. That's the top 5.
gonna be an interesting strategy. As by the time we get underway in our first ever race of this new season, I'll hopefully be able to go in and quickly just retire my car. Sorry about this, guys. I mean, it's interesting to see what strategies everyone's got. Hards for the top 7, then Striker Boys put it on mediums in this 50% 36 lap race.
Fox, last season's championship contender, starting from the back of the grid after missing qualifying. What can he turn this race into? Can he turn it into some points? Let's find out.
Maybe even a win, you never know. You never know. Don't underestimate Fox. He's an absolute racing king. We've seen him come back before, so why can't I do it now? I mean, it's 18th, obviously. It will be 17th when I retire my car. But wow, we're about to get underway for season 5. I don't think anything's gone wrong on this formation lap. We've seen nothing. No disqualification. Oh, commentator's curse. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I think it's just people parking. As it's 5 red lights and it's lights out, and away we go for season 5. As there's a bit of a bug. Hopefully it gets underway soon. Lights out and away we go for season 5. Here we go into turn 1. I think Lewis Piper's got a great start. Kuro is going to go round the outside of Phoenix. Can't quite do it there, but there's a spin at the back, and I think that's the Mercedes. As there's, thank God for that security my thing. But Lewis Piper has retained the lead by a country mile. Phoenix and Kuro trying to battle it out. There's Templos going down the inside of Kuro. Can he move stick? Not quite. Kuro's got the traction on exit, which is unlucky for Templos. He needs to get involved as soon as possible. As Med and Jamal are battling it out, both the Alfa Romeos. Is Jamal going to strike one down the outside? No, he's gone for switchback. Quite do it there. But Striker Boy is right on the back of Jamal. Can Striker Boy make it stick round the outside of turn 6, now into turn 7? I think he can. What a move by Striker Boy. Phenomenal racing from them drivers. Unbelievable. What a start we have seen. This is going to get close between the end. Lewis Piper seems to retain his lead by country miles. Doing a very good job at the moment of retaining it. Kerwo is losing time behind Phoenix. I think it's just Lewis Piper against Phoenix if they make no mistakes here. I think this top 3 battle is going to be very close. When it gets between, well, the last place on the podium, we've got to think in the long term. If Kerwo's losing time, like 1.5 seconds, does Tempos need to get past and try to show his pace? I don't know, but the drivers behind him are hungry for more, as we see Antez try and get past Andre, doesn't quite do it there. As now Lucas Giles is on the back of him. As I think we've just seen Seth Martin. He's currently just sitting back and watching this. The battle between Johnny and Legend. As I think Johnny has got past. What a move from Johnny into turn 4. But this has been a great start from all the drivers. And wow, this midfield battle, if it's going to be like this all season, we are in for a treat. As we've seen Johnny spin. Oh, that's unlucky for Johnny. We saw them making brilliant moves to try and get in position, but they've lost it this time out. Both the Mercedes are having an absolute nightmare start to this race. Wow, I mean, this is going to get absolutely... This is close between the midfield. All these drivers have absolutely brilliant pace. Haas versus Alfa Romeo, as we are seeing at the moment, as there has been, I think it's a bit of a crash between, I think it's Damser Parent and I don't know who else that was.
Fox going for the move and Seth Martin backs out sensibly. When you get on the train here, DRS open, like 3 of 36.
Fox, I mean, he's had a very good start to this race. He's went from P18, sorry, into P13. It's been phenomenal from Fox. Great start. He's really shown what he has got in him. Obviously, we've had a bit of a collision between both the Mercedes and McLaren, but it's unlucky for them as there's been a bit of a crash. I'm not sure what happened between them. I didn't see it. As it's now Lewis Piper in P1, Phoenix P2, the Aston Martin of Kerwo retaining the final podium position. Both the Hasses of P4 and P5. We've seen the consistency in the past. They're very good drivers, very consistent. P6 and P7, both the Alfa Romeos. The new driver Med has been very good. He's shown what he's worth so far. He's in P6 with his teammate Jamal behind. Andre in P8, Tez in P9, Lucas Giles in P10, Legend in 11th, Seth Martin 12th, X-Fox 13th, Aldhos Radborn saying they didn't put a lap time in quali. They've done well, as there's a crash between Legend and the drivers behind him. I'm not sure what happened there, but Ferrari of Legend is in the wall. As now Seth Martin is getting past X-Fox. Can he go round the outside, or is X-Fox making a move on him? I think X-Fox is trying to make a move on Seth Martin. As no, he isn't. Seth Martin gets back past X-Fox, and X-Fox round the outside. He retains his position. Wow, wow, this has been phenomenal so far. X-Fox in the McLaren. It should be an Aston Martin, but it didn't get to choose, unfortunately. But I mean, what a mental 5 laps. It's still going on, the battle in the midfield. Lucas Giles is trying to get past Tez. I'm pretty sure Seth Martin is trying to get past X-Fox again. Big battle between them two, starting to get a slightly gapped, but as Lucas Giles doesn't quite make the move on, I think that's Tez. I think this DRS train is going to go back for quite a while if X-Fox does catch up to the back of Lucas Giles. But Seth Martin, I mean, he's done a decent job. I think he'd hopefully get some points today. Obviously, it's going to be very close. It's all about strategy, I think, now. Seth Martin, that's an audacious move from Seth Martin. Can Seth Martin make it stick? What, last of the late breakers in a Red Bull. What a coincidence. Round turn 6, has he got a traction to get past X-Fox? Now into turn 7. Can he make it stick? I don't think he can. That's very unlucky. Does he have traction on exit of turn 8? I think he does. Here he goes into turn 9. Can he get the move done? I think he can. But we can't forget, X-Fox will have DRS on this next straight, and I think he might be able to just get that past. It depends on how much wind he's got in that and how much downforce. Whoa, this is too much going on, as I think the Hasses are battling at the front as well. But I think Seth Martin does retain the lead of P11. I mean, wow, P11. Kerwo, he's having, both the Hasses getting past, and there's a spin, 10 plus. Oh, that is soul destroying. Oh, unlucky for 10 plus. He has been, I think he got hit in the rear. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's now down to P15 with Kerwo into P15 now, and 10 plus into P14. Striker Boy has got P3 though because of that crash, and both the Alfa Romeos have moved up a position. That's unlucky for 10 plus. I think he just got caught in that. That is, he's going to be gutted with that. First race of the season for the title holder, and it's unlucky. As Phoenix is getting close to the back of Lewis Piper, X-Fox has got past Seth Martin again, and he's now chasing down Lucas Giles. I mean, X-Fox, we've seen it before, Ben, that he's just been absolutely phenomenal. He never gives up, does X-Fox. He's always got pace, he always pulls it out of nowhere. He started P18, he's now in P9. He's halved his original grid position because he didn't do any laps in qualifying, but it's crazy what X-Fox can do in that. Well, he's in the McLaren, should be in Aston Martin, but it's crazy what I can do on the game, as I think both of the Alfa Romeos are trying to battle with Striker Boy as well. Come on, Jamal, let's see what you can do on your teammate. Are they going to work as a team? Are they going to try get P3 off Striker Boy? Striker Boy is on the medium, so his tyres will be starting to wear off soon, a lot sooner than the hards. But Jamal is a lot closer to the back of Med than Med is to the back of Striker Boy. But we cannot forget the ball got DRS as Andre is trying to get involved as well. But It's just a bit of a train now. It's going to be a bit of a pain to overtake. I think it all just depends on if Med gets past Striker Boy. I mean, there's battles going on everywhere. So here we go then. Jamal, is he going to go round the outside of his teammate Med? I think he's going to do it. Traction on exit. He's got a purple sector 1 with the DRS, of course. He does get that move done. Jamal does move up, crucially into P4. Now, Jamal, get your foot down, because you need to get past Striker Boy if you want to get on the podium today. Jamal, can he strike the moves in the top 6? I mean, as Lucas Giles and Tez are battling as well. This is absurd amount of battling, as Lucas Giles does get past Tez into turn 6, but can Tez get it back? No traction on exit. Lucas Giles is on the mediums, of course. You cannot forget that, as Andre is still just looming behind Med in the Alfa Romeo. Can Med actually get back past his teammate Jamal in this battle for P3 or these two P4? I mean, I think that Kyle needs to work as a team just to try and get P3 off of Striker, but I think he's got a very good straight line speed to defend his gap or in P3, as I think Legend is having issues at the back. But Phoenix is very close to Lewis Piper. 4 attempts is the gap. Can he get close enough to make a move on this straight? No, he can't. It's all about how he gets close enough into sector 1, I'm pretty sure. If he's not close enough going into turn 3, I don't think there's any chance of making the move, unfortunately. As I think Tez has got back past Lucas Giles for another flip-flop in the position. My favourite phrase, if anyone knows Brazil last season. But yeah, both these Alfa Romeos need to work together to get past Striker Boy. Striker Boy is a solid unit in that Haas car. Both the Haases have been brilliant. Obviously 10 plus was still getting lucky. Is now actually trying to fight for P13, the retaining champion, and Haas the retaining champions. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some more battling as Lucas Giles gets the first 3 second time penalty. It is tricky, trap limits to be fair to him. Yeah. Flip flop in the lead. Phoenix, can he get a good exit to get past Lewis Piper?
He struggles to get to power down. That's the past few laps. He struggles to get the power down on that corner.
Only if he got it right, he would easily be passed. If he retained the gap of 2 attempts, I think Lewis Piper just gets a phenomenal exit. You've got to say, he's doing very well on the traction. I think he might have a bit more downforce in because he's slow on the straights but very agile into the corners. As we see a DRS train forming from 3rd to 6th, which is gonna get frustrating for drivers. But if they keep it consistent, one will make a mistake and one will pass. That's how it works. Andre's getting very close. 3 attempts is the gap to the back of Med. But yeah, this is, I mean, we've seen some phenomenal racing. Obviously, we've seen a few incidents, but not that many, to be honest. There's not that many out of the session. Well, there's none out of the session. We've just seen some spins, but obviously they can get back in with race pace or with pitch strategies. As Med is very close to the back of Jamal. Can Med get that position back? I don't know if he can, since Jamal does have DRC, looks very good in the straights. There's Jamal, can he go for a move on Striker? I think he's going to wait to get DRS on the next straight. As he does, Jamal needs to get past now. If he does, then he might help his teammate out as well. Is behind. Jamal, can he get back past Striker Boy? Yes, he can. Jamal is into P3, but crucially, can Striker Boy get back past into turn 6 and turn 7? This is going to be close. I don't think he can, unfortunately, but I think he just needs to wait until DRS on the next lap. Med, I think if if Med does get close enough to Striker Boy, then if Med gets past Striker Boy, you've got to think, well, is it going to be a Alfa Romeo 3-4? I don't know.
Yeah,
is Andre going to get involved?
Can Jamal hold up Striker Boy and Med make the move on Striker Boy as well, bringing Alfa Romeo up the constructors? Looking like it's going to be a strong result for them in the first round. Here we go then.
Yeah. Without seeing. Oh, Med gets past. Oh wow! Whoa, Alfa Romeo, P3 and P4. But Striker Boy, I think he will get DRS on this next straight if he gets a good enough exit, as Andre isn't close behind. But bit of a DRS train forming, and it's the Alfa Romeo P3 and P4. Ben, I bet you're buzzing with that. Wow, that is
Lucas Giles.
Oh, he's on a charge. He needs to get, if he gets back past Tez as well, then you got to think, can Tez actually, can X-Fox get involved in the top 5 battle?
Lucas Giles spins after trying to get the position back from X-Fox.
Ooh, unlucky for Lucas Giles. He did have a 3-second time penalty. Anyway, as Striker Boy is very close to the back of Med. Oh my god, this is crazy. Between the Haas, Andre, and the Alfa Romeos, this battle, if it goes on all the time, then we just, this is...
It's a move for P1. Phoenix gets past Lewis Piper.
Phoenix, thank God for that, he's finally done it. He's got the exit out of turn 1, gets past Lewis Piper. Well, there's too much going on. There's a battle for P3, which is going on forever, it seems. Lewis Piper and Phoenix are getting involved with each other, getting past. We've seen Phoenix struggle in the last couple of laps to challenge Lewis Piper down the straights into turn 5, but he's finally done it. He must have got a good exit out of turn 1.
He's got it done by the end of the
X-Fox on the hard. What a charge he has had.
Tez retaken.
Yes, that's unbelievable. X-Fox. Oh my god, he's on a charge, but Tez denies him of getting any closer to Andre. But oh wow, this has been a phenomenal race. Can we have this all season, please? Because this is unbelievable from all these drivers today. I'm flabbergasted of what I've seen. The racing standard has been truly amazing for most of these drivers. But yeah, this is going to be unreal circumstances as X-Fox does stay back purposely just to get DRS on this next straight, which is tactical genius from X-Fox. Now needs to probably get this move done, and he has. X-Fox nicely does it into turn 3. It's a very good move. It's very simple. I wouldn't say easy, but X-Fox, he needs to keep Tez behind so he can get closer to the back of the top 6. This it's going to be crazy as we see Kerwell. I think he's just got past Johnny. Kerwell does have a 3-second time penalty. Oh, we need a bit of drink after that. Jesus, this is getting close. Lewis Piper is still 5 tenths behind of Phoenix. 4 tenths now is the gap. No mistakes for Phoenix, otherwise Lewis Piper is going to gobble up the mistakes and gobble up that lead. As he is not close enough, Lewis Piper, but is Striker Boy close enough to Med? Not quite this time, as this is going to go on forever, this top 6 battle. Hopefully X-Fox gets involved. We see him just closing down that little bit every lap, but it's just not getting close enough. At the moment, it just needs to gain that little bit more. Hopefully, it does in the pit strategy. Obviously, imagine if it comes out the pits. Let's say Striker comes out the pits. X-Fox is right there behind him. That's what we want to see. We want to see X-Fox get involved. This top 7 now. But can X-Fox just? I wonder if Tez can keep in DRS as there's a yellow flag in the next sector, and I think that is Lucas Giles who's having issues on these hards, one lap old hards.
I think it's going to be another move for P1 for Lewis Piper as we head on to the second main straight.
Lewis Piper then, 4 tenths is the gap. He needs to just, I don't think he's got enough straight line speed. We've seen him crucially, he's been very fast in the corners. As Striker Boy is in the pits, this could strike something between the top 7. But Striker Boy's in the pits. He's went for probably an undercut on the driver's head, which is a pretty smart move. Andre also, I think he needs to pit as well. His tyres are going off a bit. Lewis Piper can't get close enough on this lap because I don't think he has a straight line speed. Doesn't gain that much. Only about half a tenth on the straight, which just isn't good enough to get the lead back. As we are seeing some pit stops happen now. All these drivers need to nail these pit stops. No mistakes in the pits from his team, especially in the top 6. and maybe even top 7 if X-Fox gets involved, and maybe Tez. If Tez can have a good pit strat, you never know. But I think Striker Boy, I think Jamal and Med need to pit, but you've got to remember, they're in the same team. Is anyone going to pit now? No, they're going to stay out another lap. Oh, wait a minute, was Striker Boy, he started on mediums, that's why he pitted. Of course, Andre is now pitted for hards. So in the second stint of this race, you've got to think Jamal and Med have the upper hand, and so does X-Fox. As I think Tez, no, not Tez, Andre's pitted, sorry. So that promotes X-Fox into P5. X-Fox, is he on the better strategy in this race to challenge for maybe P3? Let's see if he can gain any time in the pit strategies. He's now 6.1 seconds behind. Let's see how much he gains in the race to come. As everyone's still pretty close, everyone's having their own individual battles. Lewis Piper and Phoenix have been close all race. I mean, it's been class from them two at the front. They've been so consistent. Barely any mistakes from any of them. X-Fox, oh no, X-Fox. 3 second time penalty, that's not great. I think now he needs to just try and hold on to P5 if he can get there, but obviously he's got to pit. Ah, that's annoying for X-Fox. He's going to be annoyed with himself for that. 3 second time penalty even. As we are seeing the top 2 battle for the lead.
Hardly any ERS use between two of them as well. 86% for P1 Phoenix and 100% for Lewis Piper.
Wow, that's mental, really. I mean, I think they're only using it. I don't think they're even using it. I think they're just going to wait until probably the pit strategies. I wonder if Phoenix pits and Lewis stays out, or Lewis pits and Phoenix stays out. I think. What do you think they should do? I think Lewis should probably undercut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably Lewis in first, but obviously then we'll have those cold tyres.
That is true. Is one of them going to try stay out for longer and have better tyres near the end? I'm not sure what the strategy is for drivers. As yeah, it's going to be close between in the pits between them. As I think Jamal and Med are getting pretty close, but no, I don't think they're going to battle. I think they're purposely going to just keep behind one another. Just for now. If they don't necessarily, I think if the Med and Jamal don't get 3 second time penalties, I think they're easily going to retain P3 and P4. They look very solid in the Alfa Romeos. They're not really battling because they probably want to just stay in their positions and help the team out to try and get this podium. P3 and P4 is huge points, especially compared to last year for Alfa Romeo. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be close. Lewis Piper. He is in the pits. He is doing the undercut. I mean, maybe he listened to us. You never know. But Lewis Piper, where's he going to come out? I'm guessing he's going to come out in P5. I wonder if he's going to take a bit of wing out, maybe, just to try and get a bit less downforce. As Lewis Piper has come out just behind X-Fox. Is he going to come out and battle Ted? I think he's like, oh, that's not going to be great for him. I think he's going to hope for them to pit this lap, just so he doesn't have to make any battles between Tez and X-Fox, as his tyres will be freezing on this out lap. I think Phoenix should pit this lap. If not, then they're probably just trying to get better tyres for the end, but I think they will. No. Or is that the other Ferrari? No, they are coming around the final corner. Are they going to pit? Yeah, easily. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's a great good call. You've got to think as well, Lewis Piper has just got past Tez, but they've got a purple set 2 as well, actually. Has Lewis Piper done the best strategy call? Because obviously, the tyres on this game have been much worse than last game. But Lewis Piper, is Lewis Piper going to get the lead? I think he will. This is going to be very close on exit. Round the final corner goes Phoenix. Is Lewis Piper going to swing back past? I think he is. Lewis Piper gets the lead of this race, but Phoenix is so close, trying to weave to get some bit of extra temperature. Johnny gets 3 second time penalty, but round turn 3, Phoenix just doesn't have the tyres. Unlucky Phoenix, but obviously they couldn't really do anything about it because Lewis Piper went for the undercut. What can you do? But these cold tyres will be annoying Phoenix for this first lap on them. But Lewis Piper sets the lead as legend, sets the fastest lap at 107.2. Will Lewis Piper get it? As they've got a purple sector 2. But this, remember, just where we left off, just before the pits, striker by Med Jamal is back in action. But the striker boy, I've just remembered striker boy's on hards and got a 3 seconds time penalty, so that's gonna kind of ruin it for me. It's Lewis Piper sets a 105.9. That's a great lap time.
Absolutely
for in race circumstances. That is phenomenal from Lewis Piper there. Just got to respect the driving style from Lewis Piper and Phoenix in P1 and P2. Remember, Phoenix is actually slightly gaining. There was about 8 tenths behind on the last lap, but obviously the tyres now up to temperature. They've now got back to around 6 tenths the gap, so they've gained about a tenth and a bit. Depends on the corner, now just in 5 tenths. Phoenix does seem to have that bit better straight line speed, but still not good enough to get anywhere closer. Jamal is getting very close to the back of Striker Boy. Can Jamal get back P4 for his Alfa Romeo team? Yes, he can. Jamal into P4 on track. Good racing from Alfa Romeo. Great strategy call from both of them. And will Jamal go for the podium? As I think Jamal was on the podium before, wasn't he? Before he pitted. So I think it just must have been the undercut of Med that's got him on the podium. But Med,
making
podium on debut.
Kicks by.
Go on, 10 plus. I'm rooting for you, 10 plus. Come on, 10 plus. Whereas on exit doesn't get the traction. Unlucky 10 plus. Off we go again. Never gives up, does this lad. Obviously, we have some freezing time battles ahead of him, so hopefully he can catch up by the end and maybe get a point or 2. Exafox. Now, Xbox, can he get in the top 5? 5 seconds is the gap. He's on medium tyres. He has got freezing time penalty, but so has Striker Boy. I think Xbox can do it, especially by the end of the race. That's 13 laps to catch up around 5.2 seconds on better tyres. They're actually fresher as well. They will die out near the end, but you just need to gain every 10 for now and just do it now. As quick shout out to Old Hoss Radburn. Obviously they had an issue in qualifying. They're now up to P9 as well, so big shout out to them. They're doing a good job in their debut. Obviously got unlucky with a disconnection in qualifying, so they didn't get a lap in. As Jamal, as Med, as spun, and that promotes Jamal into P. Oh, Med, that is unlucky. Going on for your first podium in your first race. An unfortunate spun, that is gutting for Med, and I think they'll be pretty gutted as well. That's a shame, but Striker Boy is actually very close to the back of Jamal, so you never know. Jamal might get a free zone time penalty, and you never know, Striker Boy might be able to get the podium. Obviously after the race we should be able to hopefully get some interviews in, as Phoenix and Lewis Piper got close but not close enough. But yeah, it's going to be very close between the front two. Obviously they're not really using the RS. I think Phoenix is using a bit more now. Obviously we've seen a bit more push on the straights from Phoenix, so maybe next lap is theirs. Now rounding out lap 24 onto lap 25. Phoenix regain the lead. It's been just obviously a flip-flop, as I like to say, flip-flop of the lead constantly between these two drivers. The pit strategy of Lewis Piper pitted where he did the undercut, and it's been very close ever since. 2 attempts at the gap. We've seen Phoenix struggle on exit of turn 3, and yet again I think Phoenix has struggled a bit more again. That's a shame. 3 tenths of the gap. I don't think that's close enough. We'll see. No, it's not close enough. But yeah, it's been very close as we've seen Exafox on the back of Med. Exafox down into turn 5. He's going to go down the inside. This should hopefully give him the P5 he's been chasing after. Exafox is actually 2.8 seconds away from Striker Boy and is about 4 or 5 seconds away from Jamal. It's possible, but it's going to be very tough. So I'm just doing a quick announcement in the Discord. Obviously, if you are watching,
Phoenix coming up to back loose Piper. He's going to go for the move. He decides to stay back once more. Is he going to wait till the final lap to make the move? That would be quite a smart thing to do. Or is he going to go early?
oh yeah, again we see him stay behind. I think he's just not using any air. I think he's charging up the battery a bit. I think he went. He used quite a lot of it trying to get back to the back of loose pipe. Obviously, we saw him struggle to get some heat into his tyres. But Lewis Piper's actually used a bit of the ice as well. Yeah, it's going to be close between them drivers.
Great recovery from Ed as well after having his little moment. Now under a second behind Exafox. Trying to regain his positions that he did lose.
Med, we've seen some actually very strong pace from Med in the debut of season 5. But Med, we hope to see you again because this has been great. He is just a reserve driver for now, but he's been very good, very strong pace. He's very, very good in qualifying. It's unlucky he's not in P4 right now. He should be, but he made a mistake and he has got he has dropped down to P6 because of that. But yeah, saying you're 5 tenths behind Exafox, I mean, we've seen what he does in the past. That's great. He's gaining on him as well. But actually, maybe the toe and the DRS of Xbox might actually maybe bring them back with Striker Boy. So Med could actually still get P4. All Med has to do really is keep to the back of Exafox and make no mistakes, get no penalties. Then they've got P4. It still could be a P3 and P4 for the Alfa Romeos. So yeah, that's very good for them.
Exafox and Striker Boy 3 second time penalty. Can Med get P4? It's going to be close.
What a recovery. What a recovery from Med. I mean, you see people spinning and they go back to the back of the grid, but here he is in P6, having a jolly old time in the Alfa Romeo in his debut. Where's Templos? Oh, Templos, I think he's had another incident. Templos is in P15 and looking for the reigning champion. But we have got a slightly longer calendar than last season.
Going for the move on Striker Boy.
Exafox is going to go round the outside. I don't think he's even going to need to do that, as Striker Boy's on the hards. A lot older tyres. Exafox swoops past with ease. Easy overtake for Exafox. So Exafox now, all he has to do, well, I say no, he has to do like it's not hard.
Striker Boy as well.
Whoa, Med. I mean, we did think Med would just follow the back of Exafox, and that's what he is doing. This could bring Med into podium contention, maybe, because we've seen Exafox with some huge paces gaining quite a lot on Jamal. We've seen Jamal and Exafox race in the past as well last season in Austria. That was between Jamal, Exafox and Templos, I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, we saw some great battling from them too, and hopefully we'll see it again today. We've got 7 laps remaining. We need to see every little push out of Exafox and Med to get in podium contention. And Med podium on debut will be truly phenomenal, as Med sets his personal best sector one time. Wish the best for him in his debut. As Phoenix and Lewis Piper are still very close, 3 tenths of the gap. But I think they're just going to stay behind until the final couple laps and deploy all that energy recovery system. There's 5/10 X-Fox has gained since this time last lap. X-Fox, I mean, what driver? Med is staying in DRS behind, he's lost about a tenth or two, which shows he has very good pace for, his debut. He's got brilliant pace. We've seen the best out of him. Hopefully he can race with us more often. There's Phoenix is staying behind again, doesn't get any move done as we have seen. Who is that? I think that is Seth Martin, been in Sector 2, which won't affect any points anyway. But yeah, this could get very close. I mean, what's your early championship predictions then? We'll go constructors.
Well, constructors, it's been pretty strong display from Alfa Romeo so far, and for drivers, I believe, obviously Lewis Piper and Phoenix gapping most of the grid by 16 seconds so far, so it could very well be a contention between them two. It just depends what X-Fox can do if it starts on pole or inside the top 5, because obviously they start from the back today, so very strong drive from them.
I mean, you've got to think Haas have been a bit unlucky today. The strategy call from Striker Boy just hasn't been right.
Huge. Med with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's unlucky. Also, in the lead, flip-flop. Phoenix is back in the lead. One lap on tyres, which won't make that much of a difference, really. It probably will near the end, actually. But Lewis Piper has been knocked down to P2. Is that maybe slightly tactical? I don't know. He's got full battery. But has Phoenix he's pretty much got full as well. There's no real gap between them. I think the hope for X-Fox, Jamal and Med. I mean, the hope for X-Fox and Med is obviously that Jamal does get a 3-second time penalty. Then they'd all be even. Then we'd see a good battle on track, hopefully. He has gained another 2/10 since last time I checked. As X-Fox and Med is just keeping that 7/10 gap to X-Fox. It's been a great battle between the 3rd to 6th as well. I got to include Striker Boy. Andre, what we could have seen from Andre is unlucky. I think it was a bad strategy call. He looks very strong on mediums, but now he's obviously on the hards. He's dropped back a bit. He's now in P8, and he will retain it obviously because the cars in front of him and behind have got 3-second time. But can Andre actually get Tez? That would be good for himself. Yeah, it's good from all the drivers really. I'm impressed what they've done. But I mean, could X-Fox catch Jamal by the end? By the way he's gaining now, I don't think so. But I mean, I hope to see this more often because Med and X-Fox are very similar paced. Obviously we see X-Fox is very dominant in qualifying, but on race pace, Med and X-Fox has looked neck and neck really. They're just retaining that lead. As I don't know who I've just seen overtake. I can't. I think it's Kickspy and Kerwell having a battle for P11. But Med. Is Med going to try and strike something near the end? Has X-Fox charged up the battery? They both got... Yeah, I mean, Med's got slightly less battery than his rival X-Fox.
I'm going to stick with the top 2 to see when Lewis will strike this move and use ZRS to try and get P1. 4 laps remaining.
What a race. What an opening race for Season 5. It's a very strong showing from all the drivers. 17 drivers today.
Yeah, pretty happy.
Absolutely buzzing, really. What was it at the end? I mean, it was diabolical, really. And it's been 2 weeks since the final race. And look at the improvement. It really doesn't take long to make an impact. And I think Templos, the reigning champion, has just went on to softs, and I think that's just to set the fastest lap. I mean, don't really do anything for him, but I think it's just to say that he's made a big effort in the race. Just to let you know, he's unreal. Let's be real. The consistency of Tempos is brilliant, but it's just not been his day. He got spun round at turn 3, which is unlucky. Did you see it? Because I didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did see it. I think we were on the stream, so we should be able to put that back in.
So did he get spun?
It was a 3-way battle. Striker Boy was involved. But I think it was Tempos and the other car that battled, and they both went on the track, and Striker Boy went through.
Ah, that's unlucky.
And it took
unlucky.
To turn around as well, because he can't really take the track. Here we go.
Yeah.
Lewis Piper going to go for the move.
Lewis Piper. Oh, it's close. We've seen Phoenix struggle. It's absolutely neck and neck. Is it going to be like to cross the line? We might see on lap 36. But it's lap 35. I think Lewis Piper is going to retain the lead. It's just all about the exit on turn 5. Is Phoenix going to go for the switchback? It's not close enough behind. But Phoenix, push all you've got now. There's one lap after this one.
Gets overtaken by Exafox.
There's Med. Can Med overtake X-Fox with one lap after this one? He needs traction on exit. Med does get through on X-Fox. Can he retain it? Especially going on to the next lap. Hopefully he hasn't deployed all the ERS. But he needs to retain that. Imagine what a race for Med. He spun on lap 30, I think it was. He went from what, P7? A few seconds behind. He's now in P4, battling with the grace of FZR. And his final lap, Phoenix down the inside of Lewis Piper. It's all about the exit. He doesn't get it, but he will have DRS on this straight. Phoenix, can he make a move on Lewis Piper in the last DRS straight? He can't, he's too far behind. Does that mean Lewis Piper has got it in the bag? No mistakes now from Lewis Piper. Is X-Fox going to make the move on Med? X-Fox does, but Med has a better exit. Is he going to go for a switchback? He's got DRS, a tenth behind is Med. He needs to deploy everything he's got down into turn 5. He can't make a move. He's touched the back of X-Fox. The side by side going out into turn 6. Can he go round the outside into turn 7? He's close as X-Fox does get P4 in this race as Lewis Piper wins the first race in season 5 of FZR Racing League. What a battle between Phoenix and Lewis Piper. Jamal is going to come home to finish P3. What a consistent race from Jamal. It's been phenomenal from himself. Now in P4, X-Fox is going to cross the line in P4 from the back of the grid. Phenomenal drive from X-Fox. Med on debut. What a race from Med. He spun. He lost many positions and seconds to the back of X-Fox Striker Boy. And he's finished in P5. What a race from Med. He could have got P4. He was very close on the last lap. To finish off the points positions, Striker Boy didn't have the strategy today. Gets P6. Very good race from him. Whew. Take a deep breath. Oh, wow. What a race.
Kick off season 5.
X-Fox. I think, he's our driver of the day, isn't he? Come on, X-Fox. What a drive. X-Fox driver of the day, easily. From the back of the grid, he gets P4. Wow.
Well, congratulations to Lewis Piper on the win. Fantastic drive.
Fuck. Wow, we've been waiting a long time for that sort of race. We knew it was coming in this season. We saw the reigning champion who was in P5 in, I think it was early stages of the race, Tempos, who did get spun round in a battle. But that is unreal. It's how close as...
Well, there is your race results. Lewis Piper P1, Phoenix P2 and Jamal P3 with X-Fox in P4, Med P5, Striker Boy P6, Tez P7, Andre P8, Old Horse P9 and Johnny in P10.
As Ben, we need to head to the commentator room. I didn't realise we were in it. But yeah, what a race.
Definitely, what a race. Now we'll wait to see if anyone wants any interviews.
So I don't think anyone's in so far. Let me just message the chat. But yeah, I mean that's brilliant racing standard from them all. Really, I mean, what we've seen today is a sign of good things to come. 17 on the grid today, and it's been a great battle all the way through. But yeah, as we'll wait a few minutes, see if anyone will like an interview.
Here is your winner then, Lewis Piper. Fantastic first race for him. It's a very close battle with Phoenix. Started P1, finished P1. Phoenix started P2, finished P2. Lewis Piper's fastest lap was a 105.939 with Phoenix at 106.849, but they only finished 5/10 between each other after 36 laps of the Austrian Grand Prix.
It's mega close. That is mega close between all the drivers. X-Fox driver of the day. Definitely.
Started P17, finished in P4.
That's with a 3-second time penalty as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
unbelievable.
It is. It's great racing, as I think no one wants an interview, so I think we should just end it there.
Well,
and
thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in round 2.
Hopefully it's as good as that, as juicy content. Obviously Austria is a better overtaking track. Next race, it is Barcelona, which is actually pretty good in this game. We've seen some great moves in pre-season. If you look on our TikTok and Instagram, there's and I think it's on Twitter as well. We saw Older, who I'm not sure if he's going to race or not because he's having issues at the moment, power. But made some great moves in Spain. Hopefully we'll see some more content there and some great racing.
Definitely. Older in the mix with these is, wow, it's going to be amazing. So hope you all tune in to the next race, round 2, and we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Yes, see you later.